Letting go sounds simple. People say it casually. Just move on. Just let it go. But if it were that easy, you would have done it already. The reason letting go feels so difficult isn't because you're weak. It's because you're still emotionally tied to something that no longer exists. Not the person, not the situation, but the meaning you attached to it. In this video, we're not talking about pretending you're fine. We're talking about how to release emotional attachment without losing yourself. And once you understand this, letting go stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like relief. Why letting go feels like losing a part of yourself. Most people struggle to let go because they believe they're losing something important, a connection, an identity, a version of the future they imagined. Psychologically, attachment isn't just about people or events. It's about who you became around them. You don't miss the situation as much as you miss the version of yourself that existed inside it. That's why letting go hurts. It feels like erasing proof that something mattered. But here's the truth most people don't see. Holding on doesn't preserve meaning. It preserves pain. Stoic philosophy and modern psychology agree on this point. Meaning comes from how you move forward, not from how long you stay attached to what's gone. Once you see this, the fear around letting go begins to soften. Attachment is emotional. Momentum, attachment doesn't persist because something is still happening. It persists because the mind keeps replaying it. Replaying conversations. Replaying moments. Replaying alternative endings. This creates emotional momentum, and momentum feels like obligation. You feel like you owe the memory something, understanding, justice, resolution. But psychologically, this keeps your nervous system activated. You're not healing, you're rehearsing. Letting go doesn't mean stopping memory. It means stopping emotional rehearsal. Stoics described this as refusing to carry what no longer belongs to you, not because it didn't matter, but because it no longer needs to be carried. Why closure rarely comes. From the outside. Many people stay stuck because they're waiting for closure, an apology, an explanation, a moment that makes everything make sense. But closure is rarely delivered, and when it is, it often doesn't fix what you expected it to. Psychologically, closure is an internal decision, not an external event. It's the moment you stop needing the past to explain the present. Stoicism teaches acceptance not as resignation, but as realism. You don't accept what happened because it was right. You accept it because fighting reality keeps you trapped. The moment you stop waiting for closure, you regain movement. And movement is the beginning of freedom. Letting go ends the inner conflict. Holding on creates internal conflict. One part of you knows it's time to move on. Another part refuses to release the attachment. This split drains energy. Letting go resolves the conflict, not by erasing emotion, but by integrating it. You stop arguing with the past. You stop negotiating with memory. You stop revisiting the same emotional territory. And when that inner noise quiets, something surprising happens. Your clarity returns. You think better. You decide faster. You feel lighter. This is why letting go often feels like relief, not sadness. Once it finally happens, moving on doesn't mean you didn't care. One of the deepest fears people have about letting go is this: if I move on, it means it didn't matter. That's not true. Moving on doesn't erase significance. It changes your relationship to it. You can honor what mattered without living inside it. Psychologically, this is maturity. You don't deny the impact. You contextualize it. The strongest people are not those who feel the least, but those who know when feeling no longer needs to dominate. Letting go is not emotional betrayal. It's emotional evolution. Letting go is not the end. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending. And it doesn't mean what happened didn't matter. It means you stop letting the past decide how much space it takes in your present. The moment you release what no longer serves you, something opens. Clarity, energy, forward motion. And life doesn't become empty. It becomes yours again. If this perspective helped you see letting go differently, like the video, subscribe, and come back to it later. You'll hear it differently the second time.